long finance career, a lot of things you've done over the course of it, and then you make this pivot specifically into heart diagnostics. What brought you into this space?
Yeah, it's a good question. So, my lived experience with heart failure and heart disease seemingly was a never ending trip to the ER for my grandfather growing up, and all my family's from rural Kentucky, a little bit outside of Louisville, and then I grew up largely in Cincinnati. So that meant that my mom was taking off for a couple hour drive, and then usually spending the evening and overnight in the hospital with my grandpa. It's I'm sure it feels a little bit more dramatic in my head than the reality of it. But the reality is that he was in and out of the hospital pretty continuously for most of my life. And as I started my career in GE, where my dad worked and both my grandfathers worked as well before them, I always had a little bit of an itch to see if I could get back into the healthcare space, because to me it felt intuitively a little bit broken, that you need the hospital over and over and over again as opposed to getting to the root cause. But that said, I love my time at GE. I think I learned a tremendous amount. I have fantastic mentors there. The business was run, all the different businesses I was at were run exceptionally well, and kind of prepared me, I think, for this role where it'd say, all right, this is my chance to come back into a company with fantastic technology that I was an investor in initially, and try to make an impact and ultimately get to that initial goal of how do we prevent heart disease from being, terribly disruptive, not only to the patient, but to families, and extended families and caregivers as well. It's been a humbling experience so far. It's a blessing to be in this position, and I think we've made a good amount of progress. We're pretty close to having a pretty big impact.